Hi, good morning to each and everyone. So this time we will be getting to know with C# user input. So this time uh, we will be discussing how are we going to get user input. So I know you have already learned about console.writeLine method that is being used to output, to print, or to display values in our output pane. So this time we will be using console.readline method to get the user input. So in our example, the user can input his or her username, which is being stored in the variable username. Then we have to display the value of the variable username. So in our example, let me share my Visual Studio. There we go. So this is our previous activity. So let me comment this one. Okay, so in our example, this time, what we are going to do, as what I mentioned a while ago, so we have here, we are going to prompt the user to enter his or her username. So we have here console.writeLine, okay, and then we're going to have a statement enter username. Do not forget the terminator of the statement. So again, this particular statement will will prompt the user to type the username and press enter. Okay. The next one is we have here string username, okay, is equals to console, okay, console at writeLine method. Okay. Okay. And then display, we have console that writeLine. This is not writeLine, this should be readline. Then writeLine, then username is so ilagay natin siya sa loob. Username is and then plus username, the variable itself. Okay, so that's it. So again, the first statement console.writeLine enter username will prompt the user to enter his or her username. And then after entering the username, okay, this particular statement will the string variable username will hold the value that is being entered by the user. It will be the variable username. And then this particular statement, console.writeLine username is username. This means that it will display, it will display when we have to execute this program. It will display username is the username entered by the user. So for example, if I enter this Rod, so username is Rod. Okay, so we'll try to execute this one by pressing F5. Okay. F5. Hindi pa pala natin nas. Okay, we'll press again F5. Okay. So this will prompt the user to enter the username as what I've mentioned. Enter Rod. Then, yeah, username is Rod. That's how are we going to get the input, no, entered by the user. Now, another thing is when we are going to get user input, specifically numbers, no, this method console.readline will actually returns a string. So therefore, you cannot get information from another data type such as int. So see, for example, we are going to have a program like this. So console.readline, enter your age. Okay. So int age, okay, the variable age. We're going to get the age of the user. Okay, console. Okay, and then console.writeLine age. Your age is and plus age. Okay. So definitely, okay, if we are going to execute this program, it will return an error. Okay, execution. Okay, why it will return an error execution? Because we cannot we cannot implicitly convert type string to integer. So like as what I have mentioned in the typecasting, no, we need to convert muna, no, the string, okay, into integer. Now how are we going to do that? So we have here int age, then in this case we have here, okay, to convert string to integer we have console.int 32 dot readline. Okay, console convert that to int 32 32, then console that read line. Okay, so what we did, we convert, okay, the value, no, from the string, no, value from string, no, to integer. So we have here, if we are going to execute this one, okay, ayan na. Okay, enter your age. See, for example, 32. Your age is 30. Just as easy as that. Okay. So again, like the error message says, you cannot implicitly convert type string to int. Okay. So it's just so lucky that we discussed previously typecasting, and now you know how to convert a variable, no, from one data type to another. So Another thing that we have to notice, if you enter wrong input, okay, say for example, text in a numerical input, you will get an exemption or error message like system that format exemption or input string was not in the correct format. Okay, so in that case, you have to supply now what is being needed or what particular data type that is being needed during the input phase. So as an example for this activity, so let me go back to our what we call this presentation. So we have here so as an exercise, okay, you have to fill in the missing parts to get user input no, stored in a variable username. So in this case, we have here two empty blank what do you call this two empty inputs, no, where you are going to what you are going to do here is to fill in the missing parts, no, to get the user input stored in the variable username. So definitely console.writeLine username, kung natandaan dito ang ano natin dito is string username is equals to console.readline. Okay, so this is the correct structure of the program. Another exercise, fill in the missing parts to print the number put in by the user. So console.writeLine, think of a number. So say for example, you have here int my integer, convert that to int 32. So what you are going to use here, convert that to int 32 console.readline method. And it will display the number you think. Say for example, if you think of a number of 32, your number is 32. Okay, so this is the correct what you call a statement. Okay, and this is the corrected part to print a number put by the user. So that's all for now. That's all on how are we going to supply user input. Thank you.